Imagine football season has just begun. Your high school's quarterback is warming up on the sidelines. Each pass is quick, concise, and purposeful. When it's time for the game to begin, you notice a ponytail swaying back and forth as she jogs out onto the field. You have thoughts going through your mind like, can that girl really play? Or can that girl really throw a football? The answer to these questions are yes. This girl is living her dream of being a football star. Do you think girls should be able to play on boys' teams? This is a picture of a co-ed sports team. Most of us, if not all of us, have not seen a girl play on a boys' team. It is very unusual, but cool to see. Co-ed teams are beneficial for athletes in many different ways. Today I'm going to tell you about the problem of girls playing on boys' sports teams, a few of the possible solutions, and the practicality of these solutions. Let's begin by talking about the problem. Many people seem to think that girls playing on boys' sports teams is a problem, but in reality it's actually very beneficial. Amazing things can come from playing on a co-ed team. One way it is beneficial is it builds important friendships. Boys and girls are excited to meet and socialize with athletes of the opposite sex. In the article, What Are the Benefits of Boys and Girls Playing Sports on the Same Team, in the Live Strong magazine, published in 2012 by Tina Pashley, girls and boys establish friendships faster with the opposite sex when they play on co-ed teams. Another way it's beneficial is it promotes gender equality. Boys and girls are less likely to form stereotypical thoughts of the opposite gender if they play on a co-ed team. Boys and girls interact together, and by doing that, they witness the physical and mental capabilities of the opposite sex. Another way it's beneficial is they learn valuable skills together. They learn teamwork. This is an example of teamwork. The boys and girls work together to score. They learn to get along and to work together. This can help them in their future. They can help in their personal lives with their families, and and in their professional lives in their work or career. Teamwork also leads to better competition. Their level of competition increases, and they have a better chance of winning. In addition, in the article by Summer Strickland called Co-ed Sports Bring New Experiences in the Captain's Log magazine, published on October 17, 2012, co-ed teams have higher standards than regular teams. Since boys and girls are built differently, there's more diversity on the team. Since there's more diversity and talent, there's more expected of them. Now that we understand the problem, let's look at a few of the possible solutions. Girls should be able to play on boys' teams. Co-ed teams contribute to important and valuable things in an athlete's life. Some schools do not allow girls to play on a boys' team at all. Some schools only allow girls to play on a boys' team if the sport they want to play is not available for girls. So you may be wondering, what is the solution to this problem? According to the Sports Law and Strategy website, in an article called Girls Playing on Boys' Teams, published on April 10, 2012 by an unknown author, a solution would be allowing girls to try out for boys' teams regardless of the situation. Girls should be able to try out for football if there's a girls' team available. All schools should provide co-ed teams. Another solution would be to have different rules. You could limit the amount of girls playing at one time, or you can make it so there's the same number of boys and girls playing at the same time. The rules would vary from team to team and the sport they're playing. Another solution would be avoid sexism. Sexism is prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination towards a sex. In this case, it would be towards girls. Not allowing girls to play on a boys' team or discriminating against girls who want to or do play on a boys' team is considered sexist. According to the Fox City Journal, Gender Equality is There a War on Women, published on April 23, 2012 by Thomas Fig Hobbin, there's lots of stereotyping going on throughout the world. If we stop sexism, there will be fewer problems. The girls will be less discriminated against from playing on a boys' team. There are many possible solutions out there, but is there a good one? Are the solutions I mentioned practical? Allowing girls to play on a boys' team will make better teams. Completely banning girls is not practical. The solutions I mentioned are more practical. There are many reasons why girls should play with boys. The first solution I mentioned was providing co-ed teams at all schools. This is very practical. It provides benefits for both boys and girls. Boys and girls would have the same opportunities as if they were playing on a regular team. The second solution I mentioned was different rules. It would be more fair and both genders would have the same opportunities. They would have equal playing time and opportunities. This solution is also very practical and reasonable. The third solution I mentioned was removing sexism from our society. Sexism is not only present in sports, but in the workforce, politics, and everyday life. It is present throughout our culture. In an article published in March of 2009 called Co-ed Sports, Steve Samsel said in the Kids Sports magazine, "Coaches, doctors, parents, and players are comfortable with the opportunities that come from co-ed sports." So what seems to be the problem? Sexism is the problem. More and more people are becoming sexist in our world, and this contributes to the problem of girls playing on boys' teams. If coaches, doctors, and parents and players are okay with this, there should not be a problem. No one else should care. This solution is also very practical and would help. In review, co-ed teams are actually very beneficial. We looked at the problem, a few of the possible solutions, and how practical those solutions were. Girls really can play on boys' teams, even football. You can do anything you put your heart and mind to and be successful.